History is written in the light, but its deepest truths are often preserved in the shadows. Welcome to the Tamas Archive. On November 9, 1874, Colonel Robert Phayre returned from a morning walk. He sat at his desk and took 2 sips of his usual pomelo sherbet. A metallic bitterness coated his tongue, followed by a gritty texture against his teeth. Suspicious, he poured the drink out. As the liquid drained, he saw a heavy, shimmering gray residue sparkling at the bottom of the crystal glass. Scientific examiners in Bombay analyzed the sediment and discovered a lethal dose of pure chemical arsenic, mixed with microscopic crushed diamond dust. This weapon points to the royal treasury, but it also raises a question. Did the Maharaja attempt to execute a British officer, or did the British fabricate the crime scene to seize a kingdom? In the 1870s, Baroda stood as a premier independent kingdom, renowned for its legendary wealth and overflowing royal jewels. Sitting on this golden throne was Maharaja Malhar Rao Gaekwad. He was a flamboyant ruler, whose court was plagued by rumors of political disappearances and absolute tyranny. To watch the Maharaja's every move, the British East India Company sent an uncompromising supervisor, Colonel Robert Phayre. Phayre spent his tenure documenting the Maharaja's abuses of power and financial fraud, sending detailed reports to the British Viceroy to justify stripping the king of his title. As the British Empire turned the palace into a paranoid trap, the tension between the resident and the king reached a point where the 2 men refused to look at each other. Immediately after the discovery, Phayre locked the glass away. The residue was rushed to chemical examiners in the urban center of Bombay. The identification of diamond dust suggested a specific assassin. Known as a ghost weapon of ancient royal assassinations, it does not poison the blood chemically. When swallowed, these microscopic shards act as a physical weapon, operating like thousands of tiny glass blades. As they pass through the digestive tract, the razor-sharp edges physically tear the organs from the inside out, causing untraceable bleeding that mimics a natural fatal illness. Pulverizing precious stones into a fine powder required access to a massive royal treasury. This forensic profile gave the British exactly what they needed to point the finger directly at the Maharaja. The British Raj responded with force, marching troops into the palace to arrest a sovereign Indian ruler. The arrest led to a massive international trial in Bombay. The prosecution relied on the Maharaja's personal servants, who confessed to receiving the poison and a promise of gold directly from the king. The Maharaja hired the brilliant lawyer Serjeant Ballantine, who pivoted the defense to put Colonel Phayre's own career on trial. Ballantine argued that Phayre, desperate to secure the wealthy state of Baroda from l'Empire, could have slipped the arsenic and diamond dust into his own glass to create a fake assassination attempt. The defense further argued that the Maharaja's servants had been tortured into providing their confessions. By shifting focus to colonial ambition and the use of torture, Ballantine forced the trial into a geopolitical deadlock. The trial commission fractured. The Indian members declared the king innocent due to the coerced confessions, while the British members insisted he was guilty. Fearing that hanging a sovereign king on a divided verdict would trigger a massive rebellion across India, the British government quietly dismissed the trial. Despite the dismissal, they moved to remove the king by other means, officially declaring Maharaja Malhar Rao to be incompetent. This declaration allowed them to strip the Maharaja of his royal title and exile him to Madras to die in isolation. This move also gave the British legal authority to confiscate the king's multi-million-dollar diamond treasury and take absolute control of the state. The outcome suggests that the legal process served primarily as a tool to facilitate the acquisition of Baroda's wealth. Today, the trial's ambiguity remains buried under censored files and the mundane paperwork of the incompetence ruling. The grand palaces of Baroda still stand, but the royal vaults that once held the lethal diamonds are now silent tourist attractions. The greatest secrets of history are often preserved in these forgotten places, waiting for someone to search for them. In the end, the British walked away with the wealth they wanted, leaving the mystery of the poisoned sherbet to the silence of the palace walls.